is September 17, 2021, and we're here on the University of Maine at Fort Kent campus for the ribbon cutting ceremony of the new Enrollment and Advancement building. This new building will house the admissions office, the UMFK Foundation office, but mostly it is a welcoming center for students, parents, and the public.
Incredible! This is my first big event with community members, and I've been here more than a year. Where have you been? I've missed you. Thank you for showing up tonight and being a part of this very special evening. On behalf of the University of Maine at Fort Kent, I would like to sincerely welcome you to the Enrollment and Advancement Center ribbon cutting ceremony. Let's hear it again. Woo! I am Deb Hedin, and it is an honor to serve as UMFK's president and provost, and it sincerely is. I have enjoyed every moment since I have arrived here last summer. I absolutely love winter. I said that during my interviews, and I think people were just thinking I was saying it to say it, and I think now people that have been around this past year and getting to know me know how much I love the snow. So and look at this day. We couldn't have asked for a more perfect day. Today is a very special day as we stand here in front of this absolutely beautiful building. At the end of our ceremony, you will have the opportunity to enter the building and picture how the inviting structure welcomes students and families to our campus to meet with admissions counselors. The large conference room provides us a place for committee meetings, which includes our alumni board, board of visitors, and foundation board meetings. The common area creates a place to visit while enjoying the outside beauty through the large windows, and the staff office spaces strategically placed to facilitate conversations among colleagues. And after we have our bit of our ceremony, you will have an opportunity to tour the building. We'll take people through in small groups and space out the groups, and you will see this really dynamic environment. We have many of you to thank for your support in conceptualizing and advocating for the Enrollment and Advancement Center. Our heartfelt thanks to the 128th Legislature and the voters of Maine. Thank you all for making this possible. Woo! We will now hear from 4 speakers and their perspectives on the Enrollment and Advancement Center. Pam Ashby, Chief Business Officer, will highlight the history of the master plan. Pam, please join me.
Thank you all so much for coming.
Where do I stand?
It is an honor.
Stand right here.
You can stand wherever
I'm going to
you
stand
want.
right here. Pam, is this okay? I'm going to stand
That's
right here.
great. It is an honor and a joy to be here and to have all of you joining us for this moment of true celebration. Today, we celebrate the successful completion of a long journey. Although Don Raymond and John Murphy and some others will tell you it started way before this, where I'm going to start, I'm going to say that the need for this building right here on this spot was put into writing by the master planning process, which began in 2016. The plan identifies multiple needs for which this building provides a solution: to create a significant campus front door on Pleasant Street, to unite the 2 sides of campus, and creating essential new and updated space in which admissions, the foundation, and public relations can effectively perform their functions, which are so vital to the future of UMFK. In meeting all of these needs, I believe this building truly delivers. Thank you to John Murphy, who then turned the concept into a business plan for renovation through replacement. This plan showed that by removing some of our oldest, least efficient buildings and replacing them with this brand new space, we could take the positive steps outlined in the master plan while reducing our deferred maintenance and increasing beautiful green space. After all this planning, the next step as always, is securing the funding. Thank you to the 128th Legislature and all the voters of this great state of Maine for the passage of the 2018 University Workforce Bond, which provided the critical financial investment needed to turn our planning into action. After several iterations of concept estimates, a building committee was formed, permits approved, and finally the day came to go out to bid. Thank you to DeVoe Construction for bidding on this project and giving us the opportunity to keep this business local. Thank you to our illustrious project manager, Jacob Olsen. Jacob, wave your arm. He works tirelessly to make sure we are all happy and always makes us feel like we are his priority. Thank you to the Board of Visitors and the Foundation for their participation on the building committee and support through the entire process. And lastly, and so dear to my heart, to all the members of this truly fantastic community who continue to stand by our side as we embrace this vision. Thank you.
Thank you, Pam. Next, we'll hear from Trustee Kelly Martin, who will provide Board of Trustees remarks.
Thank you, President Hedin. Good afternoon. What a wonderful day for a ribbon cutting ceremony. It's a pleasure to serve the St. John Valley, Aroostook County, and the people of Maine as one of 16 members on the University of Maine System Board of Trustees. Prior to accepting Governor LePage's nomination to join the board in 2017, I proudly served as a member of the UMFK Board of Visitors. Like so many of us in our community, I know how important the University of Maine at Fort Kent is to our students and the future of our region. It needs and deserves our support. I'd like to take a moment to thank the 128th Legislature for their overwhelming bipartisan support in sending this bond request to Maine voters, and especially to Troy Jackson, John Martin, I saw John here just a while, there you go, thank you, John, and Trace Stewart, all who were instrumental in passing the largest one-time investment ever in the University of Maine system infrastructure. I would also like to thank former Governor Paul LePage for his support of the University Workforce Development Bond approved by voters in 2018, and former Chancellor and UMFK alumni James Page for his leadership and support for the investment in this wonderful institution. And of course, I need to thank the voters of Maine. We treasure our public universities located all across Maine. Projects like the Enrollment Advancement Center ensure that we can attract talent and resources to our campuses, which we know to be the very best pathway to a great Maine career and a life in our Maine communities for our young people. The return on these investments shape the very future of our state. I want to thank President Hedin and her team on behalf of the board and Chancellor Malloy for their hard work and commitment to our students. Congratulations on making this a wonderful project. Congratulations on making this wonderful project a reality.
Thank you, Trustee Martin. Next, we'll hear from Jacob Olsen, UMS Project Manager, who will share University of Maine System insight.
Thank you, President Hedin. As she said, I'm Jacob Olsen, a project manager with the University of Maine System. My role here is to ensure UMFK is successful in realizing their vision of an Enrollment Advancement Center. I'd like to thank Pam Ashby, as she has been instrumental throughout this project from start to finish. Also, Carrie Watson Blaisdell, Shannon Lugden, and Sarah Braun have been a tremendous help to me and all the folks working on the project. The Enrollment Advancement Center is obviously a new gateway to UMFK that has not existed before. It is a building that will attract students and centralize multiple departments under one roof in order to streamline the advancement of UMFK. The EAC incorporates many energy-efficient properties, such as structurally insulated panels in the roof and a tight building envelope, which will make the building very efficient to heat and cool over the course of its lifetime. Radiant heat floors and heat pumps will make the building comfortable year-round for its occupants. Our architect, Oak Point Associates, scrutinized the placement of the building to maximize solar gains and the beautiful views that the campus is blessed with. The building is something that UMFK and the Fort Kent community as a whole will be proud of for years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob. Unfortunately, Doug Taggett, Board of Visitors representative, was not able to join us today. Next, we'll hear from Roger Mirage, student representative to the Board of Trustees, will present on behalf of the student body.
Community members, students, stakeholders, specially invited guests, alumni, President Hedin, faculty, staff, members of the Board of Visitors, members of the Board of Trustees, contractor Reed DeVoe and his staff, good afternoon. Good afternoon. There we go. Today's a great day to be standing here celebrating yet another achievement for the UMFK community. A school is not just an island by itself. It is a part of a wider community with working parts. And today, I am happy to accept this working part on behalf of the students. The Enrollment Advancement Center will work to attract new students, new faculty, staff, new families, new ideas, and most importantly, new initiatives. I am happy to receive this on behalf of the students. When I first came to UMFK, the natural beauty surrounding this campus and community were remarkable to me. And I know we can all agree that DeVoe Construction did an excellent job preserving the natural beauty through this building. The building was built with steel beams, metal roofing, wood siding, and large glass windows. But it is the heart and soul that will soon work in this building that will make it feel like home for students and visitors alike. And I'm just hoping they can find an office for my heart and soul in this new building. This building for the students symbolizes the start of something new and uplifting at UMFK, the dawn of a new era. I have no doubt that the UMFK Enrollment and Advancement Center will encourage student retention and aid even more in student recruitment. It is important to understand the value of economic and social well-being, and also the power of investing in these things as well. To the 128 legislators and to the voters of Maine, we thank you. The students you have here today at the University of Maine at Fort Kent are the future of your community, your state, your country, and beyond. But most importantly, we are the future of this investment. Thank you again for all joining us on this glorious afternoon.
Well, I would say after a talk, a speech, a presentation like that, we should set up his desk, an office area right in front of the fireplace in the main area of this new building. Would that work for you, Roger? Yeah, he says thumbs up to that. Okay, we'll see what we can do. The University of Maine at Fort Kent is pleased and proud to present each year an award for extraordinary service to the institution and to our community. This award is typically given during commencement. We did not have an in-person ceremony in May 2020 because of the pandemic. We are so pleased to be recognizing Doug Sear as the 2020 Distinguished Service Award recipient this evening. Yes, let's hear it for Doug. Doug has been involved with many organizations over the years. Recently, he has served on the Northern Maine Medical Center Board of Trustees, St. John Valley Technical School Advisory Board, For Me, Workforce Governors Initiative, the Fort Kent Community High School varsity girls soccer coach. Some of his past service has included UMFK Board of Visitors, past president, Local Workforce Investment Board, Lone Pine Trails Board, past president, Fort Kent Chamber of Commerce Board, Maine Loggers Education Alliance, St. John Valley Career Pathways, and the Fort Kent Masonic AF and AM. The nomination letter stated, quote, Doug's commitment to advocacy, support, and commitment to the continued growth of UMFK is clearly evident on a number of important fronts, end quote. It's important to share with all of you that Doug played an instrumental role in the 2018 bond package that resulted in this building, our Enrollment and Advancement Center. Thank you, Doug, for making Fort Kent a better place, and more specifically for your unwavering involvement and leadership in advancing the mission of UMFK. I present to you the 2020 Distinguished Service Award recipient, Doug Sear. Please come forward. So, Doug, we have a plaque for you. The plaque reads, the University of Maine at Fort Kent proudly presents the Distinguished Service Award to Douglas Sear at the ribbon-cutting ceremony on September 17th, 2021. This award is given to individuals who have gone above and beyond in service to the university. To you, Doug Sear.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Doug.
Thank you. Well, they did say to keep it within 45 minutes, so. But no, thank you for the nomination, and thank you for selecting me. Certainly, it's I take a lot of pride in volunteering and helping out for the community and for the county. A lot of the things that I do, I enjoy doing. I do it, some of it for work, but some of it for the community that we have, such as LPT, the university. Certainly, some gems in our community that, for the long term, I got young kids. We want to see those things be here for a long time. So certainly thank you for the award. Thank you for everybody coming and being able to take part in this event tonight, because it's certainly a good milestone for the university. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug. We will now proceed with the ribbon cutting. As I call your name, please come forward for the commemorative photo. And Carrie will be over here to help line you up where she'd like you to be. Right, Carrie? And Carrie, what about our flags? I think we need to, could we get a few people to help? We need to move our flags down, I think, a bit. Yep. Okay, so Donna Saucier, Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce Director, please come forward for the photo. Representative John Martin. Pam Ashby, UMFK Chief Business Officer, please come forward. We're going to take the photo up here, and the ribbon will be lined across the front door here, front area. Trustee Kelly Martin, Board of Trustees. Reed DeVoe, owner of DeVoe Construction, our contractor. John Murphy, retired UMFK Vice President. Susie Parody, Fort Kent Town Manager. Jacob Olsen, University of Maine System Project Manager. So please be patient with us. We're going to line up, get ready for the photo, and cut the ribbon. Then when we're done with cutting the ribbon, we will then we'll then provide for you opportunities to tour the building in small groups. We also have a reception set up. It's kind of designed as a take and go. So if you're more comfortable doing that, if you'd like to stay and visit and mingle a bit and eat your little treat when you're with us, that's fine as well. We just wanted to make sure it was comfortable for all participating.
Just gotta get rid of this. Okay, so yes, so everyone in the front, and I can see everyone.
Okay, so first I'm just going to pose.
Yes, we're gonna pose. There's a lot of posing, so.
No snip.
Yes. So just kind of look sort of maybe between us, so that way you're not bouncing between cameras. And we're gonna do a bunch of this very ceremonial. 1, 2, 3. Lots of smiling.
It's weird to smile without a mask.
Yes. Thank you so much. And then, Deb, when you're ready to cut very slowly. This is in slow motion.
Okay, so should I kind of go like, should I angle it this way, or do you need it?
Yes, better like that. Yep. All right. Lots of smiling still. Good job. Good job. Excellent. Thank you so much, everyone.
That's okay. So when you go on tour through the building, you're going to notice that people have not moved into the building yet. It's just been finished, during this past week. The sod just went in within the last days. Good thing it rained. So when you walk through the building, it's still empty. And all of the members of this new building will be moving in next week. So our admissions office, staff will be moving in, our marketing and communication, and our advancement. Is that correct? Those areas. So that they're all excited that they're going to have new offices in that area. So it's absolutely beautiful. So why don't we do that? Who's going to take the first tour through? Doug should come on the first tour through. Absolutely. Barbie's going to take the first tour through. So again, thank you so much for joining us today. Stay and visit. We love for you to hang out for a while. It's a beautiful evening. And here goes first tour.
Hello and welcome. My name is Carrie Watson-Blaisdell, and I am the Director of Marketing and Communication for the University of Maine at Fort Kent. And you are here with me at our new Enrollment and Advancement Center. We are set to move in tomorrow. This has been a long time coming. We started this with our master plan several years ago, as a matter of fact. And with the passage of the bond in 2018, thank you to the Maine voters and to John Martin and Trey Stewart for putting that forward. The result of that is this building you see before you, and so we are very grateful and very excited to show you inside. So let's go. Hello, this is the front entrance to the Enrollment and Advancement Center. It may seem like it's not the front because it's actually on the opposite side of Pleasant Street, but we just repaved the parking lot there, created some nice visitor spots, so when you come to visit us, you'll have a designated spot for that. But this is our entrance, and so here you can see a custom brand new desk. Our contractors are still kind of cleaning up the process, so they've got some things out. But this would be where a prospective student and their family, or a prospective donor or the community would come into, and there would be probably a student worker sitting here, and so they would greet you and help direct you to where you needed to go. If you were a prospective student, Jill in our admissions office would then take over the process and get the student to where they needed to go, depending on which office was needed. So in here, as we move further into this space, is what we refer to as the great room. And we've got a lovely fireplace. We're very excited about that. Gas fireplace, radiant heat in the floor, LED lights, lots of natural light, of course. And spaces to sit, movable furniture, so we can have kind of a flexible space. The biggest point that the university was making to the architects was we need as much natural light as possible. You're well aware of the fact that it's starting to get darker earlier, and so we need to have as much natural light and as much of a view as we have of this beautiful hill with the colors already starting to change. It's absolutely gorgeous. And that's one of our greatest visual features here in the area, is the changing of the colors or the beautiful snow on the hill, whatever the case may be. We want that highlighted at all times. So giant windows were the obvious solution for that. So we'll have that. Folks can sit and wait to meet with admissions or with the foundation office, whatever the case may be. Sit here by the fire in the winter. And we do, of course, have different heating and cooling options So in the summer, as we did notice this summer, the windows made for a very warm space, and so we needed to cool that a bit. But it took care of it very nicely, and it's a very comfortable room. This is our larger of the two conference rooms. This space will be used if we bring in school groups, if faculty need to have bigger meetings, different things, student groups. It's equipped with different AV technology and movable furniture because you never know what kind of setup you're going to need. Our different board of directors will also meet in here. And it's just a nice way to kind of bridge that look between the community, you know, on Pleasant Street and then here on campus, and we can see both sides and really make it feel like it's joined. In addition to the lovely view of campus, we also have the beautiful view of the hill in this room as well. Huge windows facing the hill and slightly smaller but still expansive windows looking out towards campus to really bridge those two sides. We also have a smaller conference room here for just some of those kind of tinier meetings or quick one-on-ones, whether it's with a donor or with maybe a parent and their prospective student, as opposed to a student coming by themselves. And it still is able to look out onto the activity of campus and see what's going on. So down our longer hallway that runs parallel to Pleasant Street is where the bulk of the offices are in this building. We have everything from foundation and admissions to marketing and communication. So in our very first office on the left is our foundation office. Shannon Lugden, our foundation officer, will be here looking out also at the hill, but also in a space where she can see prospective donors coming to visit. So she has kind of a bigger window here in order to see folks coming by. And next in line we have Sue Tardy's office right in here. In here is where you will find Miss Susan Tardy, and she can help you with any of your public relations, questions, needs, whatever it may be. Here we have a set of cubicles for our student employees for the different offices of the building. Down along this side of the building, on the Pleasant Street side, are all of our admissions offices from the director and all of her staff. And so if a prospective student or students were to come visit, they would be greeted at the front door, and Jill or her work studies would bring them to the office that was applicable to them. So for example, if it was a student coming to talk about nursing, they'd probably go see Bruce Netto. Or an international student, they would come see Brandon Dayton. So depending on who it is, they have different folks they would come see, and that counselor will help them through the process. On the campus side of the building is myself in the marketing and communication office. I have a lovely view of the campus and all the activity, so I can stay on top of things and get pictures of what our students are doing at any given moment. We have quite a few large canvas prints in this building. And so these were taken at different points during the year. Our students can ski for free at Lonesome Pine Trails, which they love doing. And so I went up with them one day and managed to stay warm and got a whole lot of pictures of our students having a lot of fun. Last year it was really difficult to get quality pictures due to limited activities, limited contact due to COVID. And so outdoor things were far easier to capture. And we had a lot of fun doing it. So we do different stuff. If they're out studying on the quad, I will run around with a camera, and they tolerate me snapping pictures quite well. But they're always having fun. With this being the Enrollment and Advancement Center, we are very, very focused on enrollment. And so this was designed and decorated in the vein of focusing on student life. So down this long hallway, we've got various moments captured in a student's life, many students really, but from when they first get here to graduation, the goal being to really get them to see all the things they can do and accomplish here so that they're excited to become a UMFK student. That concludes our tour of the Enrollment and Advancement Center that we are excited to be moving into tomorrow. We encourage you to come visit, come by and say hi, and take a peek yourself.